The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being here. I hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Market-wise, folks, you get the Dow up $1.25, Nasdaq's up 30, S&Ps are up 10. You get gold up 29, trading at 1,881. Silver's up $1.13 at 43.58. You get let's see, light squeeze crude's up $1.74. Bonds are down 16, and you know,
silver, baby.
Silver, yeah, silver.
What's going on?
Well, let me pull the silver up. Okay, so what we got here, we got over the, you know, the high actually of the consolidation it's been in, which is at 42.29. Now, you know, it's going to need a lot more juice than this, but bottom line is that once you're over that high, it's like, okay, man, you know, you're into the bar from the downdraft. The downdraft was pretty dramatic, folks, you know, from that $49.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
I remember it was weeks ago, because, you know, we get calls on silver and the ZSL all the time.
Sure.
And, you know, what I was describing to one of the callers or what have you was, I said, you know, the 43.16 area is a nice place to go short. You know, we got to take a look at volume as we get up there, okay?
Yes.
But it was a 618 retracement
of the whole move,
of that entire downdraft.
Okay.
Okay. And it set up, you know, it's not the best looking Gartley pattern because it got so stretched out. Yeah. But it still is. You know, it's still one of, and it was a $43.98 is a 1 to 2.618 A to B equals C to D. If you just simply go back to the low, and here I'm just simply going back to a low of June 27th. And an up move there. I mean, there's other ABC patterns out there that you can take a look at. But it seemed like, you know, the 43, the 44 area seems like a you know, good place to go short. But the volume that we had come in on Friday, you know, to me said maybe be a little cautious here.
Well,
you know, this could still run even higher.
It's definitely a lot. The volume characteristic is a lot less than the way we come down.
It is. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Now, listen, folks, if you're watching this on Tiger TV, we want you to take a look at something. This is so wild. Steve had just brought this up to me at the beginning of the right before we get on. But when you see this chart, I'm going to put a chart up here, and I want you to take a look at it, and then I want you to speculate as to what you're actually looking at, because this is a total mind blower. Let me just see something here. Get this right. Okay, so I have a chart up here of the S&P.
That's right.
And when you're looking at this, folks, I'll tell you, you know. So talk to me about, first off, what we're talking about here.
Well, what we're talking about is, you know, I think that the market always gives us clues.
Right.
You know, and it's really, the question is how much work do we want to put into it, just to try to understand what's going on out there.
Exactly.
You know, one of the things that I do for my subscribers, you know, every other week we do this celestial charting webcast.
Right.
And when I'm out there is I'm looking at different aspects and how maybe they can provide us with information. Because, you know, I've got this belief that how do you know where you're going to unless you know where you've come from?
That's right.
Okay?
And what happens then,
right, exactly. And, you know, is there something that can help to give you an edge, a probability?
Right.
And so I just simply went back and was taking a look at the 87 crash.
Okay.
You know, because, one, I just wanted to understand what aspects were going on around that time frame.
Right.
And then what was so wild was when I really took a look at that and then took a look at where we're at, you know, today and what's going on in our marketplaces over the last several months. And that's what I'm going to be covering on Wednesday, one of the things I'll be covering for my folks. But the odd and the eerie thing was, just like as I was showing you, you know, if you pull up the 87 crash and look at the chart, just look at the chart. Looks like the exact same chart we're in right now. I mean, the pattern is so eerily similar.
Isn't it? And folks, if you're watching this on Tiger TV, the chart I have up is the 87 crash. But it looks like, if you didn't look at the numbers, it looks like our exact S&P. But it looks like our S&P, and I'm talking about going all the way back even a year.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the reasons that this was brought up too is that this week is the anniversary of the high.
That's right.
August 25th, folks, of '87 was the high.
Yeah.
You know,
and so what's great is if you pull your chart or you go to a wider time frame so you can see it going further out to the right.
Yeah, I'll
right?
bring this up.
You know, on the right-hand side of the chart, you know what people are going to see. You know, a big, huge sideways consolidation going on. You know,
right.
this is a year segment that you're taking a look
right.
at. You know, and so and the reason is and why it's so important because you know, look, we're all playing the money game. We're all trying to make more money. And so you've got Bernanke comes out and says, "Hey, I'm going to keep interest rates low, for sure,
yes,
for the next couple of years, right?" So for any folks that are living on some type of fixed income,
right,
unless you've got some good dividend-paying stocks, you're not going to be able to make it by holding any kind of treasuries.
That's
right.
Right. That's
unless you want to go buy some, you know, Irish bonds or Greek bonds or something like that, and take some huge risk. You're not going to make it, you know, in the fixed income market, right? And you're not going to make it, you know, on a buy and hold strategy, at least if history repeats itself. And so even more important, why you need to understand, you know, how to trade these markets. At least start to allocate some of your capital,
right?
Okay, even if you are in a buy and hold, allocate some of that capital over to a trading account,
big
right?
time. And folks, if you you know, what I just did here is that I brought the, if you want to see just how it's pretty amazing. So and the 87 crash, folks. So we went down to 216.46. Then you bounced up to 259. You know, now that's a big number. It's 15%.
Right.
But if you have patience, what you're going to see here, and this is what we talk about repeating over and over again, then it comes, what does it do? It comes all the way back down into the 221 and then just takes off forever after that point.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, it's for me, it's all about going ahead and taking a look at what's going on out in the marketplace.
Right.
You know, because I know that the market leaves clues. There's clues out there.
Absolutely.
You know, that just simply put a high degree of probability, you know, in place for us. And so that's, you know, that's really what. But what's so eerie was looking at the chart and saying, wow, if you overlaid this over that.
It is
really cow.
Well, you know what's so crazy, folks, is that what's so crazy is that even just the 7 days since we've been down to that bottom. I mean, if you had taken a look at that chart, it's a mimic of it. It really is.
Yeah. Now, in our market, you know, and in my work, you know, we've got some real problems here. And I mean, that's obviously nothing new to anybody out there. But when I take a look at what I've been looking at this 10,965 to 11,078 as being a real critical area for us to either get above, or if we continue to pound it and stay below, you know, it says that our version of the 87 crash isn't close to over.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You know, it's not even close to over. And the next drop, you know, is what takes us back into that 825 area.
Right.
Okay? Or even lower.
No, I know.
Yeah. But, you know, look, I mean, all you have to do is look around, you know, and, you know, the economy, the only way that all this stuff gets fixed is getting people back to work, right? Because that's how you really generate more revenue.
No doubt.
You know, more people paying more taxes,
no doubt,
which is cool. But, you know, we're not getting people back to work. There is no, you know, all that's being discussed is programs of getting people back to work, right? And finger pointing all over the place, you know, which
that's
the whole reason why I don't like to watch TV.
No, exactly.
Other than Tiger TV, that's a whole different story.
There absolutely is no real concrete deal out there.
Yeah.
You know? And that's, folks, the bottom line is go make your own deal. Don't wait for the government. Don't wait for it, okay? Because you know what? You're going to be waiting around a long time.
Yeah, and look, it's a great time to come up. You know, it's always in these tough times when people have been laid off or they're out of work, where, you know, people start to get a little ingenious,
right?
You know, or just try to find some little niche, some little service, some, you know, I mean, people, you know, the great thing about us, all of us, that's you folks and us, is that we are so resilient,
right?
You know, it's not how you fall, it's how you get back up.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. You know, this morning, I'm listening to CNBC, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, gold's, of course, going through the roof.
Well, they had a strange cast of characters this morning.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Well, you got...
Wasn't a group to get you alert and awake and energized.
Well, listen to this. This is pretty wild, okay? So, you know, no doubt, you know, we got gold at 1879. It's hit 1898 this morning.
Yeah.
And there was a guy on CNBC, and, you know, this guy, Ricketts, is saying that gold's going to go to 7,000. Well... that wasn't the part that I was as much interested in as, well, I was interested in it, but I was interested in their response, right?
Yeah.
So check it out. This is pretty wild because This was with Michelle.
Yeah.
And no one came back at the guy, right? Now picture this. When I was on there and gold was even at 600 saying, no, it's going to go to 1,200, go to the 1,000, they'd be coming back at me beyond belief like, no, you're out of your mind, right? Yeah. So that's where we are in the market right now, which is really intriguing, folks. You know what I mean? To me, in general.
I remember that, the clip, too. I remember when you were on, because we found the old video, and you were saying it was going to, like, I think it was 1,250 or what have you, and remember, we got there, and 1150. I can't remember the exact number. Right. But it was a great call, especially from being so far back from when you had actually forecasted it.
And you can. My point is this, folks, is that and the guy had great arguments for it too. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? But when you can say that we're at 1,800 and you're going to a price point of 7,000, and you don't get challenged on the other side. Yeah, that has people on the other side who always challenged when gold was at 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. That's the type of environment we're in right now.
Yeah, and we do know that. Look, there's ways for that to happen. Okay, and one way is a result of how is it that at some point in time the overall worldwide debt issue gets resolved or dealt with, and when you take a look at all the debts, and if sovereign governments aren't able to pay their debts, through whatever means, cutting costs, increasing revenues, then at some point in time all that stuff topples. And do they just simply go through worldwide? Do we somehow worldwide cut all that debt?
A devaluation,
a devaluation,
because there's no doubt that on a factual basis, if in fact you have countries default, you go through devaluation. Yeah. There's no way you can't. You have to. You know what I mean?
Right.
My larger take would be that if in fact that's going to happen, though, folks, what you're going to get is that you're sitting in your house. Your house is going to be worth a lot more money. Land's going to be worth a lot more money.
That's right.
There's no way that it can't be.
That's right.
There's just no way that it can't be. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's going to be wild.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So we've got Momar thrown out of power. Yeah, I guess, right? That took us 6 months or whatever the time.
It'd be interesting to see where he lands.
Yeah. He's housed with Casey Anthony.
Right.
That was a bad joke.
No, we'll see where he lands. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see whether he gets protected or they're going to throw him to the dogs.
Yeah, you'd think though with the fight that he put up, who knows? He could end up in Venezuela or with Hugo or something like that.
Yeah, he's got to end up in the Middle East, I think.
But the thing is, here's what. Oh, geez, we're going to break. When we come back from break, I'll tell you what it is that, folks, my thoughts on the whole process with regard to some of the stuff I heard on the Sunday shows.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow up 136, NASDAQ up 35, S&P's up 13. We're going to be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to DirectionFunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. For some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Some of the high-volume stocks we had out here this morning, thus far, we get Dell up 18 cents. You get Wells Fargo up 31. Let's see. Alcoa is up 36. Apple's up 464. You get Oracle up 51. BAC just can't get out of its way. That's still down 14 cents.
So Dell, when you take a look at Dell, because I was looking at this, quite frankly, over the weekend, and what's interesting about Dell is that it's really come back and it's tested that breakout area.
Right.
You know,
look at that. Yeah.
You know, and so I was really looking at this over the weekend.
That's a nice setup,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
You know, and so I mean, we came back and it's tested it really, folks, a couple of days, and it's got huge volume up there.
Yeah, and you know what's amazing is that, see, even on a fundamental basis, because Hewlett Packard basically blew it, right, Dell's going to end up taking all that business from them. And see, what Hewlett Packard's problem, folks, is that they announced something and didn't move it out.
Yeah.
So they got a wasting asset now.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
totally.
Michael Dell's sitting there licking his chops saying, okay, man, I'm going to destroy every part of it. Now, what happens, and you know this from doing so much manufacturing in China, is that the suppliers themselves, folks, will start running. The suppliers themselves that always knew taking care of them, they're not going to run, but they're hedging their bets. They're going to be saying, hold it, man, we know these odds are going to get lighter.
That's right.
Let's start making a better deal with Dell. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So tell me what you thought about the Sunday shows.
Well, here, so we're talking about Gaddafi or what have you.
Yes.
You know, and just simply, it's the dynamic for me with regard to the way the media covers things.
Right.
Because we're big proponents of people having independence.
Yes.
Right? Going out and fighting for what they believe in.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But then you watch the Sunday shows,
Yeah.
and you have all these attacks on the Tea Party.
Right.
People that are just simply out there just trying to, espouse a different idea.
Right.
And it's just such a disconnect.
Right.
How and I'm not here to support one party.
No, I'm with you.
It's just with regard to,
Right.
it just makes me want to, I do. I just turn it off and just go back to, reading or looking at something else because I'm like, how can you put up with this kind of
No, they
stuff?
they don't want more than two parties, that's
Yeah.
for sure. Because they shuffle the deck for themselves. There's no doubt about that. Man.
Yeah, but to sit here and say, hey, it's right for these countries to overthrow their governments, their dictators, or what have you, and I'm not equating us to some of these other, Middle Eastern countries. It's just the mere fact of, allowing people to go out there and espouse what it is that they believe in.
Well,
and attack folks for doing that.
The real fact is that if, in fact, our cities start demonstrating in a big way, it wouldn't be too long before law enforcement said, "Hey, they're terrorists."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
it's just that crazy.
No,
because the more that we allow, folks to do that, the longer it's going to take for us to really fix the problems. Because that's a real problem when you start simply attacking folks for just simply wanting to be able to express their opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not saying their opinion's right or wrong. I say my opinion's right or wrong. It's just, how do you have both? Go out there, overthrow your government, but geez, on the other end, don't tell me what to do about spending or taxes or
no doubt. And folks, it is still about resources because we got a question in the den like, where is all the gold? Well, the bottom line is that it's going to be France, folks. That is in there now. We've always been accused from the Middle East, United States, but the bottom line is that France owns Libya, lock, stock, and barrel. Total.
Yeah.
Oil. I mean, that's what that's all about. Man, they want that oil, and they're going to get it, and they're going to get it quick.
Yeah.
And they already have it, really. But the fact of the matter is they're going to open that up. Now, as to where all the gold is, well, who knows?
Hey, it's all above ground, folks. That's what the Tiger Metal Exchange is all about.
That's right.
And business is up. Let me tell you, it's beautiful, and and it's great. It's great for everybody.
Right.
I mean, it's great for everybody. With gold being at these prices, and you take a look at all the jewelry that you do have, whether it's stuff that you is still good, but not broken or what have you, but you would wear, but you're kind of like saying, geez, I'd rather do something else with the cash.
No, I know. It is amazing too. I mean. And, a bottom line, folks, is that whether you're buying, whether you're selling, we pay the most in the country. So, don't get... And, folks, which we found out, which I said to you a few weeks ago, don't bite for the deal that there are no commissions. Actually, that they claim that they don't work on a spread, but then all of a sudden they charge you a 5% commission. That blew my mind. Remember I told you a couple of my friends. These are my friends.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, my God, I don't believe. And they were selling to them. So what they did is that they gave them spot, but then charged them 5% on top of that, okay?
Yeah. Well, it is crazy. I had an email over the weekend from one of our listeners that wants to sell some Canadian gold coins. Not Maple Leafs, but just some other Canadian gold coins. And so, I responded back to him on Friday. I said, well, here's what I'll pay you. It's X percentage of the spot.
Right.
So that he could calculate it. And he sent me back an email and said, hey, I think you're overpaying me because the guy down the street wants to give me $125 less per coin.
Yeah.
I responded back and said, no, he's ripping you off. I'm giving you the real deal.
And because the spread is that dramatic, folks. And
that's only on a half ounce of gold, $125. Oh, wow.
You stay right there, folks.
Yeah.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in the equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stock placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in the complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this traders market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com under newsletter. Hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
And it's my very great pleasure to announce our winner in the Great Panther Silver Coin Giveaway, Patricia Keith of Framingham, Massachusetts. Patricia, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you the kind of person that's lucky that wins a lot of things in life or not?
Yeah, I do.
You do? What do you think you attribute this luck to? Is it good living or what?
Positive thinking, yeah.
That is the key. Did you ever think you would win the Great Panther Silver Coin?
No, I didn't, but I really appreciate it. Thank you.
And how long have you listened to TFNN?
Oh my gosh, 5 years.
Through Labor Day, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only. One lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for more information. Win free silver all summer long during our Great Panther Silver Summer Silver Giveaway.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading in the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, as well as more than 35 different mining equities. For the low price of $150, you will receive 13 weeks of the Gold Report, or you can order up to a full year for under $500. If you'd like to find out more about the Gold Report, log on to TFNN.com, or for more information, call our office at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Right now, you got the FTSE in London up 1 5/10. The DAX is up 8/10. The DAX is, weakest indice out there. It's been the heaviest indice on the way down, still weakest indice out there. Our own S&Ps are up 1 1/3. NASDAQ's up 1 7/10, and the Dow is up 1 3/10.
I've got the gold contract up on my screen. Now, I only go back to 2002. I need to pull up more history, but that even has an ABC, a 1 to 1.618 ABC that projected 1890. And that's where we got to. That's where we got to the high so far, 1890, 860. So and that's where I'm taking gold all the way back to the $298 an ounce range.
Right.
Just on a monthly. Yeah. That's a
move, man.
Isn't it?
That's a move.
Yeah.
And folks, if you're looking at this, you're going to see
move.
It is. And the last move here from that 1486, no doubt, has been literally in 6 or 7 weeks.
On Friday's show, you mentioned some of the. I didn't get a chance to look at the World Gold Council information. What were they? Again, what did they put out there?
This is the actual number. So if you go to gold.org, folks, they always have some factual numbers. Now you can join there. It's free. I believe it's free.
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
And the numbers, so the way the numbers come out is this, is that the actual demand inside the United States came down 17%.
Okay.
The ETF, even though you keep hearing about the GLD, now this is important to understand, folks, is this. You keep hearing that the GLD, and the GLD is one of the biggest owners of gold. What has happened, however, is that the actual amount of shares have gone down. The nominal value has gone up dramatically. So it means that the demand has actually gone down.
Okay.
But because we're at 182 market cap wise, okay, it's gone up. So it looks bigger than it is.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, exactly. Now, what you also have is this. So the largest movers in the world right now are India and China.
Okay.
India and China is where it's at. India's having a...
Movers or accumulators?
Accumulators. You know,
okay.
When I say, and that's an acceleration, meaning year over year, percentage-wise, coming up.
Okay.
Coming up.
Right.
Now, if you want to hear something that's really wild, so in Hong Kong, they have all these gold funds ETFs. But in Hong Kong, which they're selling into China, mainland China, those ETFs, fund of funds, only buy the GLD. They actually, so check this out, folks. So you have, it's pretty cool, actually. It's pretty sick. No, it's not right. Believe me, it's not right, because the people that are buying it are paying a fee on the security over there, plus you're paying another fee to the GLD. And if you look at the GLD, what I mean specifically is this, folks. So the GLD is trading at 182.79. Well, bottom line is that it's supposed to trade at the 10% of the price of gold, which would be 188. You know, but it can't, because what ends up happening is that on a continual basis, what you have is that the fees get taken out of it.
Yeah.
You know, now this is important to understand, folks. I want to show you something, and what I've seen is this many times, and this is where we'll see where this shakes. But we have gone up 30%. From this July, let me pull this, put this on. My point's going to be this, folks, is that when markets not only just correct, but
since July,
very, can be devastated, is that when you have a move up first off, that move up got over highs without volume, which we've done. You know, when we actually got over the contract at the 1577, it didn't have the juice. Then you do a 30% move up, and then you have an implosion.
Yeah.
And that's where we stand right now. You know, so, as you just said a little bit earlier, meaning when we were off the air, you're saying this is amazing. You know, the currency's out moved, but gold keeps going, and there's no doubt about it. But
yeah, currencies basically are flat. Been flat for days.
We have the Dow up 137, Nasdaq up 34, S&P's up 13, gold's up $30 at 1,882. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real Money Masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever. At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
Yeah, I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
TFNN introduces Tiger TV. Tiger TV brings you video content to help you succeed in the financial markets and beyond. Investors and traders can get in-depth information, news, commentary, and education for investing and trading equities, options, commodities, forex, futures, and more. Just go to TFNN.com and click Tiger TV and select your favorite channel from the carousel on the left. Grab a popcorn and get ready for Tiger TV, a great new service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Thanks for being with us. We have the Dow up 129 right now. Nasdaq's up 31. S&Ps are up 12. And we'll see where this baby wants to take us. You know, if we go to the 3 Qs now, we take a look at the 3 Qs. You know, not a bad setup, but it's going to need some real juice to get out of here, folks. You know, because what you had, of course, we tested the lows out here. We did it like we were supposed to do it. That's the bottom line. The real key is going to be, can it get any juice, and what's going to give it any juice? Because, you know, well, Steve and I are in the same camp, but this is just going to be a bounce. And the real question is, what is that bounce going to be?
Yeah, and it could be a big bounce for sure, which will, you know, which
we're hoping for.
Yeah, because it sets up another nice pattern. But you know, like on the Qs, you're talking about the Qs, and so I just have the 5-minute chart open. 5 or 10 minute would show the same thing, and so we opened this morning was at the 0.786 of that of the last move down from Friday.
Yes.
You know, so now so. You know, I know that when the market gaps down, okay, to a 618 or 786,
that's right.
That's a good buying opportunity.
That's right.
How do you take a look at it when a market opens up at a? Now, this is not on the daily chart. Again, this is just some short-term trading.
It's the same deal. It takes energy out of the market.
It does, which is, you know, in essence, what really, you know, happened. You had all this, you know, charging up energy before our markets opened.
That's right.
Gap up there.
That's right.
And you know, and it sold off. Now, it hasn't sold off in a big way or anything like that.
No, I like what it's done. You know, if you look at the SPY, you know, you got the SPY, it got up to the 115.23. You know, it pulled back on, you know, now the first acceleration that you're going into the highs of the 19th, and that has 16 million. What I'm doing here, folks, I'm doing a 10-minute chart. That's what I'm doing, but that's how building a foundation, that's what you got to get done here. So that first acceleration had 16.4 million. Well, this morning, the first one was only 11.9. So that's the gang of it. The yin of it is that now you just pull back on 7.9. So this will build more cars to get into that level, you know. That's on your SPY. If we go into the Qs and we take a look at the Qs have the same type of setup, you know, that you pull back and, you know, we got to a price point of 51. You pull back, you know, with 2.4 million. And what just happened, now see, the Qs gave a really sweet amount of information out. Because what happened at 10:20, folks, is that you had that acceleration up to 5104 with 2.6 million, and the opening bids only had 2.9. That's it. That's nice when you can be an hour later and you're close. You're not there, but most of the time your opening shot is the highest volume bar. So normally you go over it, you come back underneath it, and you go from there.
Yeah. So on these shorter term charts, when we take a look at 10-minute charts.
Yes.
You take a look at at the close in the last 10 minutes, you've always got some accelerated volume.
Right.
Right. Do you because of people taking care of their positions for the day, clearing off their books. Right. Do you do anything different with regard to your analysis? No.
No.
So you just simply because you still got a buyer.
It's a great
right?
question.
So,
because what happens, folks, is this. This is what's so cool about that. Is two different things happen. You know what the volume characteristic is, right?
Yeah.
So you know that most of the time, oh man, it's so huge, it's going to basically fail.
Yeah.
That's what normally. So then the next trade sets up. So that's on one side. On the other side, as it backs into that area, right, because it's such a big acceleration.
Yeah.
It's hard to break them down.
Yeah.
So
in this case here, just because on the cues, so would you say that, I don't know whether the market will pull back this far, but would, the better buy from your standpoint be it pulling back into the 4 o'clock time frame from Friday? Not that we'll get back there because,
the ultimate buy is 50.35.
Yeah.
And we're at 50.78.
Right. Yeah.
No doubt. That 50.35 gets the gap totally filled. You've already had you've had a couple accelerations up. The first one, I'd argue, is the 18th at 1550. That was a nice acceleration.
Yeah.
The next one was on the 19th at 1020.
Right.
And, you pull back into those with lighter volume, well, that's saying that, hey, now you got an acceleration back up to the 5167 area, because that would be your ranges.
Yeah.
And then what I do, of course, is that if we go to the NDX 100 now, we look at the NDX 100, we say, okay, what's putting juice into it and take it out? We got Green Mountain, Citrix System, Cognizant Technology, Autodesk. That's putting juice into it. Taking it out is Sirius Satellite, Vertex Pharmaceutical, NetApp, and Marvel Technology. So when you look at that GRCM, I think that, let's see, Green Mountain, GCR, I get this. 1 second, NDX. Let me get this baby up here. Okay, so we take a look at Green Mountain, GMCR. Now this is going to get interesting. See, Green Mountain is basically on its last legs. Now don't be going short Green Mountain, folks, because the short position is still way too high. It's 14% of the stock. What I would do, though, and what I'm watching real close, is that I love to see Green Mountain get up to about 101 again. And that's where, I think you could sell some vertical call spreads.
Yeah.
And you'd have basically your reward versus your risk would be pretty good. Because Green Mountain has shown it had that high out there, 111. It pulls down with 1.3, goes back up with 700,000, pulls back down with 1.3, and there's no juice there. So
yeah.
But the problem with Green Mountain, of course, is that you get a large short position right now, and I suspect Starbucks wants to come after Green Mountain. I mean, that's when you look at Starbucks, Green Mountain, the way Green Mountain's trading also is like, if they don't get taken over soon, that stock's going to have some big major problems.
Yeah. Now, I had pulled up just out of Autodesk, because you said they were one of the one of the leaders. Is that ADSK?
ADSK, yes.
Yeah. Boy, they had a big sell-off on Friday with volume.
Yeah, look at that.
Big sell-off.
Yeah. So now this is a perfect situation. So when you start dissecting these markets, you can see that even though the NDX 100 has the most juice this morning, well, two of those stocks, Green Mountain's no good, and Autodesk certainly is no good, but it's a counter-trend bounce.
Yeah.
Autodesk got absolutely smoked, folks. And Autodesk, you could, let's see, so your B point is 28, your A is $40. You get $12. That's 18. And
no, like I said, the ABC down to 1 to 1.618 was 23.32, and that's where it got down to.
Intense.
So wild how your ABCs work, man.
It is.
It's great.
You stay right there, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow up 137. NASDAQ up 35. S&P's up 12. We're going to be right back.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today.
You've heard Bud Rolfs give his expert technical analysis of the stock market on the radio. Now you can have his superior trading advice and his best stock picks delivered right to your desktop every week with his newsletter, The Torch. Using his own trademarked Warpath trading system, Bud will help you to increase your odds of making and saving money in the markets with powerful stock selection, stock analysis, and trading plan strategies. Published every Monday morning, each issue of The Torch features full-color charts in an easy-to-follow format. You will also receive not only the big picture of what's going on in the major markets and critical sectors, but also featured stock picks with complete trading plans and technical setups, as well as the Subscribers Corner, where Bud analyzes stocks submitted by subscribers. Visit TFNN.com today and receive your 2-week free trial of The Torch. That's a $75 value. Sign up now and make sure you receive all the great market analysis and winning trade ideas in every action-packed issue of The Torch from Bud Rolfs.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. My new book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, is for sale at Amazon.com for only $18.40.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow right now up 100, Nasdaq's up 29, S&Ps are up 10. Of course, you stay right there, too, folks, because we got our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, coming up next.
Absolutely.
Basil's on vacation. We're going to have Larry. Larry's home. He took that long flight from Hong Kong.
Oh, he's got to be exhausted.
Yeah, no doubt.
If not today, a couple days from now when it catches up to him.
Yeah,
you
right.
know,
Exactly.
Those flights are, one of the longest flights I had was in fact flying to Hong Kong.
Okay.
And it was one of the first times that I flew there. Now I was supposed to meet. I was going there to work on a project for a theme park.
Yes.
And so I was supposed to meet these guys in Hong Kong. They were going to take care of everything. And I leave Florida, and I fly probably from Orlando to California, California to Tokyo,
yes,
Tokyo to Hong Kong airport. And it was the old Hong Kong airport.
Yes.
And it was over 24 hours worth of flying.
Door to door. That's right.
And I got off of the plane, and I walk out the door, and it was just a sea of Chinese, as you obviously, I mean, you would expect that, okay, but just a sea of people with everybody holding up a sign.
Wow.
And I'm looking for my sign, okay?
Oh, my God.
I'm looking now. I did a poor job of planning. I always carry cash with me, always carry U.S. dollars, but I hadn't converted to any Hong Kong dollars or anything like that. And it's always good to even change. It's always good just to have that, because I'm looking for the person that's supposed to pick me up, and there's nobody there. Now, I've been flying for 24 plus hours, okay?
Oh, my God.
Plus, at that time, was flying, first class everywhere, so, who knows how lit I might have been.
Right.
Walking off the plane, and it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm in a total country where I'm like, what the heck? And so, I went to one of those change currency, found a currency place, got some change.
They took you to the cleaners.
Called the guy. He said, nobody's there. I said, yeah, nobody's there. He said, well, just go get a hotel. He said, just go walk outside. He said, and you'll see all kinds of hotels. I'm thinking, oh, my God, what have I got myself into?
Right.
Sure enough, I walk out there, and like we've got a car rental company sometimes. You walk out and they got their little space or what have you. Well, they've got their hotel, at least at the old.
Right there,
And so the first place, the guy says, can I help you? I said, yeah, I need to get to a hotel. He says, no problem. Picks up the phone, calls. Next thing I know, I'm being picked up in a Rolls Royce.
Whoa, my God.
I didn't care. At that stage, I was like, just get me somewhere.
Right.
They end up taking me to the Peninsula Hotel, which if you've never stayed at the Peninsula, folks,
that's it.
I mean,
exactly.
Oh, my God.
One of the best hotels in the world.
Yeah,
Right.
And so I get to the hotel, I go and I check in, and, I was just really comfortable. All of a sudden, there's a knock on the door, and they walk in with a fruit tray.
Yes.
Hey, this is great, They leave, I'm starting to unpack a couple things, knock on the door. They come in with this whole thing of fragrances, which soap do you want, what this?
Really?
I was like, wow. Okay, they leave. I take.
Oh my God! This is
knock on the door. Can we take your clothes to go
get cleaned?
Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm good. Okay, leave. Yeah. Knock on to God. I swear to God. Yeah, exactly. How about your shoes? Can we take care of your shoes? No, I'm good. But that was great.
Experience, right?
Yeah, it was a real experience. Now, I remember it was the cost for the hotel was probably like about $500-600 back then, which was huge.
Yeah, big money.
I go to pay my bill. They had tried to charge me like about $400 or $500 for the cab ride over.
Really?
Yeah, they took that off, but I was kind of like, I didn't mind paying what I paid for the room at that stage. But yeah.
Now what's amazing about that is that one of my friends they just come back, and I think we've already mentioned this. They just come back from Beijing, and now they stayed in the peninsula in Beijing.
Oh, really?
For $154.
No kidding.
Isn't that sick?
That would be a great deal.
Listen, folks, you stay right there. Steve's going to be coming right back with you. The Dow's up 90, Nasdaq's up 23, S&Ps are up 5.5. And then, of course, we get Larry and we get David White this afternoon. I'll be back at 4.
Stay tuned, folks.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.